Steve Easterbook. Thanks for joining me.
Pleasure, great to be here.
So here we are in Cannes, and you on Saturday will receive the Creative Marketer of the Year award, so congratulations on that. Talk a little bit about what you feel as CMO that award is most reflective of.
Yeah, it was a lovely honour for us. I mean, we received a phone call. You can't enter this, you just get granted, and so we received a phone call a couple of months ago, and I think for us it's recognition for, I guess, our commitment to innovation and risk-taking across multiple media and also around the world for us as well. So I think it's just recognition of many, many years of sort of disruptive and fun and innovative work. So great for us as a business, great for our teams, but also for the long-established relationships we have with our agencies as well.
So let's talk about, McDonald's is an iconic brand. Clearly, sales have been a challenge of late. It's a competitive category. In a place like this where we're talking about disruption and innovation, how do you define innovation for McDonald's and disruption and reinvention?
The general sort of the market itself is not growing typically around the world, so you're in a market share fight. The minute you're in a market share fight, you've got to stand out and differentiate yourself from the competition around you. Right. And to do that, just doing more of the same is never enough to get consumers' attention these days. They are more promiscuous themselves, they have choice, and are more discerning. So for us, it's finding just meaningful, purposeful ways of communicating with customers and engaging them, and just attracting them through one of many assets of the brand, whether it's through our food promotions or great value, all the way through to the fun, emotional connections they have with us.
Right. So how do you also kind of strike that balance between preserving the iconic nature of McDonald's while also presenting the new? Obviously, the happy character was met with sort of some conflicted reaction. You're trying to innovate in one way and yet preserve the icon there. Talk a little bit about striking that balance.
Yeah, no, I mean it's a great point, and I mean, well, first of all, we have a largely decentralized marketing model at McDonald's. So, each of our markets, we're in 120 markets around the world, they have their own dedicated marketing teams, local agency relationships, because we feel they're closer to the customer and are probably better placed to make those connections and make the relevant connections. There's not often that we would push much from the centre. So, but for us, getting the balance right is absolutely the key to it, which is the much loved, iconic food offerings that we have. Yeah. We've got 6 or 7 of our most favourite items are billion-dollar brands. They're much loved, and consumers absolutely would really wouldn't want us to move away from that. At the same time, we always want to trigger their interest. We always want them to think, I wonder what McDonald's is doing next, without losing that balance from the core. So it's a delicate balance, but it's something that we think if we stay close to customers and to stay true to deep consumer insight, we're in a good place to be.
Can you just talk briefly about some of the consumer insights and how they vary around the world?
Sure. Well, I mean, the pace of change in consumer sentiment's never been any greater. Yeah. So that's the first point to make, which means, the first thing is that the depth of consumer insight that we now have and we build upon has never been greater. Our commitment to it. So we have to be much more dynamic in understanding where the consumer's going. But around the world, people. There are certainly global trends, but there are also some more local or regional trends as well. But people are increasingly interested in their food, they're more passionate about where it came from, what's in it. They're more value conscious, so they're looking for businesses like ours to offer value and values. And that's something that we embrace, and it's something we feel good about because we've got a proud tradition, and we think we have a good story to tell.
And I understand, I've spoken with a lot of people about how the proliferation of the client-side marketers who have come. Where traditionally this was an agency festival. Initially was met with some resistance, but now that marketers are here, agencies are seeing are gaining value from the fact that marketers see value in awards and are actually increasingly sort of invested in what happens at Cannes. Yeah. Can you talk about, just from your perspective, what the value of a Cannes award is?
Well, first of all, there's a motivation and pride piece. So, everyone likes to win and be associated with winners. So, so the initial reaction when we knew we'd won this award was one of immense pride within our business, of course, but also because of the relationships with the agency we have. But I think the other benefits to any award is ultimately we're a people business. and it's about talent. And I think people are drawn towards successful businesses. And I think if we do pick up awards, then talent wants to work either on our business or with our business. So, and it is a talent game, and in the competitive marketplace, if you can build more innovative, talented teams, then you stand a better chance of winning.
What keeps you up at night as CMO?
That's a good question. I use the term restless energy the whole time, which is never being satisfied with where you're at. I think it's something you've got to imbue as a person as well as try and drive through the business. So I'm kind of restlessly energetic, so I just want to make sure that tomorrow we're better than you were today. So to me, it's always about stretching your own ambition and keep stretching yourself to be better, and hopefully the business will come along with you.